Descendants, I did not wish for this to happen. But if I had continued to oppose the use of the Iron Heart, any trust you had in me would have been lost. I had no other choice but to wait for the best moment to effectively reveal my purpose. Descendant, can you guess what my purpose may be, and what the final option is? To ensure humanity's survival? When we were first linked, we both said we needed the Iron Hearts. That for humankind, an Iron Heart was a means to close the dimensional wall. In which case, why would a guide need Iron Hearts? To deliver them to humankind? No, Descendants. The reason why I need the Iron Hearts is to ensure their destruction. If the dimensional wall is closed, a much bigger cataclysmic event will occur, as you have witnessed. However, so long as the dimensional wall exists, the energy emitted from any Iron Heart will always draw entities from other dimensions to Ingris. For humankind and Ingris to truly experience peace, all Iron Hearts must be destroyed. This is what the ancestors have passed down to me. The regret of your forebears with the future generation as your only hope. Descendants, now is the time to choose. Please, I hope all of humankind will accept the sacred mission left behind by the ancestors.
Hold on a sec. Are you going to destroy the Iron Heart? That's your true purpose?
If that's the case, the Iron Hearts could have just been destroyed in the first place.
She probably didn't know until she saw what happened when we used one. And there's no way Alpha would have allowed it.
It seems there are no other options.
Descendants, I have received the details of your conversation with the guide. I wish to speak with the Descendants regarding the operation. No, regarding the future of humanity. I invite you all to return to HQ. Got a question about the operation? Destroying the Iron Heart. I'll be honest, it's shocking. I must admit, had I known about this from the start, I would not have used the guide as a strategic asset at all. However, the only reason I'm still calm, even after hearing all of this, is because the operation to close the dimensional wall failed. The enduring wish of humanity was all in vain. Damn it. However, Descendants, the destruction of the Iron Heart is not a decision I can make on my own. Have you ever wondered why the Magisters continue to assist humankind? Officially, our alliance with the Magisters has its roots in our fight against a common enemy, the Vulgus. However, there is an inconvenient truth. Something which Albion headquarters has classified as top secret. The Magisters want the Iron Hearts for their own purposes. The reason they came to us is because their ambition for the Iron Hearts differed from Corell's. Humankind entered into an agreement with the Magisters to receive scientific technology and resources, in exchange for finding and delivering the Iron Hearts to them. Closing the dimensional wall was also a common goal, born from the mutual understanding between humankind and the Magisters. But their true aim was entirely different. Which is why, if we destroy the Iron Heart without consulting them, we will no longer have the support of the Magisters. Descendants, humanity is in a terrible position where we're unable to survive on our own. Without the Magister's technology, we can no longer plan for our future. I was afraid we would become dependent upon this new entity, the Guide, when faced with this situation. That is why I rejected the Guide. And all of this is why we cannot immediately destroy the Ironheart. We are caught between a rock and a hard place. I need some time to collect my thoughts. I also need to discuss this with the Council of Magisters. For the time being, please obey Nell's command and proceed with the operation. Until I return, I would like the Descendants to consider this development and the future of humanity. We'll discuss our ultimate decision at a later time.
Were the commander's explanations confusing again? Descendants, I understand everyone will be feeling very confused right now, myself included. However, in times such as these, we need to focus on operations and prepare for the enemy's counteroffensive directed at the Ironheart. It just so happens that Valby has returned from recon with some promising intel. And since this mission is critical to the White Knight Gulch occupation, I need you to join Valby and Eugen as part of it. In the meantime, the executive officers will assist Albion and Alpha.
To work harder. There you are! Are you hurt at all? I was wondering if Dr. Han would have to take a look at you first, but thankfully, I see that won't be necessary. Such a shame about the Ironheart and the dimensional wall. To be honest, I was surprised to hear about our relationship with the Magisters. I thought it was an alliance forged against a common enemy, the Vulgus. I'm starting to appreciate what Alpha said about everything having a price. Anyway, it seems the Magisters have already found 1 or 2 Ironhearts to study. That won't be dangerous, will it? Maybe the real danger will be with this operation. While I was tracking the source of the mysterious gaze, I discovered the location of the base of the Order of Truth. Our mission objectives are to infiltrate the base, find out why the Vulgus forces have been decreasing, and strike the core facilities. There are signs of Eugen's missing medical corps members that are connected to the base. We'll be rescuing and extracting them as well. This mission will be a little dangerous, but let's make it a success and keep everyone alive. We can do this.
Our first target is a structure overlooking the entire gulch called the Eye of Truth. I've sent the mission details about the target and nearby objectives. Make sure you look them over.
So, the culprit behind the ominous gaze you felt is the Eye of Truth?
Yep. The closer you get to it, the more you feel it stare.
have arrived. Are they really trying to stop us?
Found a Vulgus data terminal. Maybe we can use it to find the information we need.
Well done, Balby. Let's see what's in there. Mina? That's the voice of one of the members of the medical corps. Damn it! I can't make it out clearly because of the noise.
Watch out! It's a trap! I can feel water drops shaking. The powerful Vulgus must have arrived.
Detected a rescue request signal left by the medical corps. We'll rescue them by any means necessary. The voice signal from the Albion channel was transmitted from somewhere nearby. It might be a rescue request from the missing medical corps team. We have to save them. Can you help us?
You don't even have to ask. We're definitely going to save them, aren't we?
go. Shields are down. Need to be recharged. Charge!
Electronic jamming signals are gone.
Captain! Help us! Please save us! That's one of my medical war members. Where is it coming from?
There's a device nearby generating a specific frequency. Once we stop it, we'll be able to determine the location. From that Vulgus. Perhaps we can use it.
enemy has a bomb. Use it to blow up the device.
Shield, behind!
Entry into the Order's fortress. Join us there.
Easy. Sorry for suddenly leaving you behind earlier. Dr. Han is really trying, In any case, I think it would be best if we left Eugene to focus on searching for the Medical Corps members. I don't think he's in the best state to handle any other missions. We should investigate the Order's base and destroy any major facilities. We need to find out why the Vulgus forces have shrunk at such a worryingly fast rate.
Mina, Ash, do you copy? This is Medical Corps Captain Eugene. Vince, Riven, Jane, all members of the Medical Corps, please respond.
Eugene, we're going to begin our investigation of the Order's base. Make sure you find that unit.
Spotted a device that collects experimental data for the Vulgus. We need to figure out what kind of experiments these Vulgus bastards have been conducting. I'll hack the device. Traces of human DNA are scattered throughout this building, not just from my core members. I need high-quality samples and data. I'm analyzing the data in real time. It seems they've been conducting some pretty interesting experiments nearby.
Descendant. I bet there's a core facility here that supplies power to the entire area. If we can make it go up in smoke, we'd be dealing a heavy blow to the Vulgus. is cut off, but it's still working. Did I choose the wrong facility? Based on the blueprints, there's a backup power source underground. The Vulgus must have activated their backup source. They brought their backup power source online. Once that's removed, their hands are tied.
You're next!
Descendant, how's the situation over there? I'm detecting a powerful energy signal. That's a relief. The Vulgus power grid is shutting down in every zone.
There's one last thing I want to check. I hope I'm not right, but I still need to check. I need virus samples from them to analyze and form a conclusion.
Shields are down. Need to be recharged. Let's go.
I have enough samples. It's been a great help. We've spotted a device that collects experimental data for the Vulgus. We need to figure out what kind of experiments these Vulgus bastards have been conducting. I'll hack the device. Traces of human DNA are scattered throughout this building, and not just from my core members. I need high-quality samples and data. I'm analyzing the data in real time. It seems they've been conducting some pretty grisly experiments nearby.
Yo, Descendant. I bet there's a core facility here that supplies power to the entire area. If we can make it go up in smoke, we'd be dealing a heavy blow to the Vulgus. Is cut off, but it's still working. Did I choose the wrong facility? Based on the blueprints, there's a backup power source underground. The Vulgus must have activated their backup source. Sure, they brought their backup power source online. Once that's removed, their hands are tied. Descendant, how's the situation over there? I'm detecting a powerful energy signal.
Charge!
Oh, that's a relief. The Vulgus power grid is shutting down in every zone.
Everyone, gather at the forward base. I have some disturbing intel.
Is it signs of the medical corps?
I really wish that were the case. But regardless, this intel can't be ignored. Now that everyone's here, I'll tell you what I saw. Underneath this fortress, there is a hatchery that breeds Vulgus soldiers. It's known as the Pool of Life. It's a disgusting Vulgus facility with many horrible uses. During strategy discussions with the Medical Corps, someone once raised the idea of researching the scope of the Vulgus military forces and their estimated losses, as well as how they went about replenishing their forces. The prevailing opinion among the Corps was that since the majority of the Vulgus legions are organic beings, excluding the Legion of Immortality, they would be limited in the number of units they could mobilize. But Captain Glay had a different theory. She thought that as long as the Vulgus had a supply of DNA organic matter, it would be possible for them to create as many organic Vulgus as they wanted. I genuinely hope her theory is incorrect. But the composition of the organic matter we found is a perfect match for the DNA we previously extracted from Vulgus samples. And the cargo boxes filled with this organic matter are connected to the underground. There's a steady flow of them. I believe my Medical Corps members must have learned that there was a Vulgus hatchery here, and attempted to investigate. Regardless, it could be incredibly dangerous down there. And it'd be a waste of resources if you get dragged into this because of my selfish interests. Investigating on my own should be sufficient. It would be best for the rest of you to return to Albion.
There you go again, trying to act all cool and tough. You're more like a piece of paper, easy to blow away. Those aren't selfish reasons. They're called the bonds of friendship. We all understand that. We'll let you take the lead, but when we go back together. Including the members of the Medical Corps.
She really is stubborn.
We should get moving, Dr. Han.
Water will guide us. Before we go, does something feel strange to you? The Order of Truth, one of the main pillars of the Vulgus army, is under attack. Why haven't any of the other legions shown up to defend it? No matter how far this place is from the other Legion-occupied zones, it's highly suspicious there hasn't been any support. Do you think it's because of the solid defense line our forces built? Although we've deployed a lot of troops to guard the Ironheart, the enemy hasn't taken the opportunity to launch any counterattacks. And we still haven't figured out why the number of Vulgus forces have dropped so rapidly. If they have a hatchery, shouldn't their troops be increasing? Oh, this is giving me a bad feeling in so many ways. It feels like the inside of my suit is boiling. I hope nothing has happened to the Medical Corps members.
Mina? Ash? This is Medical Corps Captain Eugen. Please respond. Biz, Ribbon, Jane, please respond.
Let's look for them, Eugen. First, let's investigate if there's anything suspicious about the movements of the Vulgus forces.
The way this facility has been arranged is pretty impressive. There's no way we would have known beforehand that it was underground.
That object is being used to combine Vulgus DNA and organic matter. Destroy it, so they can never use it again.
The existence of this device means there must be a hatchery. Volby, how are things on your end?
Dr. Han, I found a control panel deep inside the facility. It really is a horrible place. You'll see when you get here.
Alright. Head to the place Volby mentioned and see what you can find. I need to stay here and confirm there's nothing significant to report.
go.
Let's look for the control panel, quickly. Even if it's a biocomputer, it'll be in the same vein as any Vulgus terminal. You can get information through your receive. Keep searching for traces of transported human DNA and large amounts of organic matter.
Be careful! An alarm must have gone off somewhere.
Bastards are trying to stop us. They must be moving in the right direction. It feels like we're getting closer to the answer. Please keep at it just a little longer.
Captain! I don't want to die like this!
Riven? Where are you? How about the others?
We're all together. All together.
I'm on my way. Hang in there.
This doesn't look easy.
Damn it. There's something even bigger underneath the hatchery. Interference has cleared up, and I've located the last comms from the team. There's a very strong Vulgus signal coming from that direction. Damn it. I refuse to let them die in a place like this. They mean too much to me. I promise I'll be on my best behavior. I need your help.
My people. Can you help me rescue them?
It's not about can or cannot. It's a must-do. We promised we'd all return together, remember?
Yeah, and I'm going to keep that promise. No matter what.
This is Eugene. All medical corps members, please respond.
Captain! Help! Sick!
That signal is coming from nearby.
Bobby, I'm going to the location of my team member's signal. You take care of the enemy.
Affirmative. I'll follow the Vulgus signal coming from the opposite direction. By the way, what the hell is this place? It's covered in biotissue. Everywhere.
The cell composition of the biotissue is a lot like the organic matter from the hatchery. But the cells also seem to be rapidly and excessively dividing. To put it in human terms, it's like a malignant tumor.
Would that have any impact on operations?
There is something suspicious. The hatchery of the upper prevents these malignant tumors from growing. There is evidence of limits being placed on soldier production. However, if the production limit was removed and the organic matter was cultivated to capacity, then these types of malignant tumors could rapidly spread. In other words, there is a high possibility that the Vulgus produced an immense number of troops all at once in this facility.
We should gather as much info about this as we can.
Descendant squad, do you copy? We can no longer detect an RK signal from the surface. Please report your status.
HQ, we've discovered a biofacility in the Order's main base which is producing Vulgus troops on a large scale. We're investigating. We've also located the missing medical corps members.
Copy. Do you copy? RK signal.
HQ, do you copy?
We're so deep underground the comms link is unstable. We should get this mission over with quickly, so we have time to give a report.
Vince, I've confirmed your location. You'll see your family soon. So much you'll be sick of them. Don't give up. Ah, damn it! Out of the way, you bastards!
Is closed, look for red liquid nearby. It's a device that should only read Vulgus biodata, but it looks like it's unable to identify between friend or foe because of the tumors. Just putting your foot in the door will open it.
happen to know how to disable the traps?
I'm sorry. I'm not a member of the Order of Truth.
Looks like I'll just have to step in it, even if it is toxic waste.
Be careful. I think the entire facility is spiraling out of control. The path I took looked like that too. How are things on your end? Did you find your core members?
I'm still approaching. Mina said they were all together. If I head to the communications coordinates, I should be able to find them all. There's been no replies for a while now. No vital signs are being transmitted. Those dumbasses! How dare they put their captain through this? I'll let them know they can never leave without me again. I'll just have to do the heavy lifting from now on.
Am I witness to this? Are you going to keep that promise?
Shit! Get down.
Eugen, I think this door connects to that side, but it won't budge. How did you open it?
There should be a security device in front of the door. Shooting it should do the trick. More importantly, why is nobody responding? Mina, Vin, everyone, please, respond.
Loading.
Eugen, I'm trying to tell you, this is...
The cultivating device that generates the Vulgus bodies. It's the same shape as the hatchery above, but with the stabilizers removed. Judging by the size, this would produce soldiers at a speed far greater than that of regular equipment. Bobby, can you give me a hand? We open this organic matter storage tank. We can gauge how much raw material has been used. Then we can get a rough estimate on how many units have been created. Check those auxiliary tanks that are down there.
Let's go.
There are Vulgus waking up in all directions. Watch out!
Eugen, you need to look for your medical corps members. Go! Quickly!
If I don't do this now, everyone in Albion will lose someone precious to them. HQ gravely underestimates the scale of the enemy's forces. Based on my current estimates, the number of units produced here is 20 times larger than all of humankind. Captain! Help! Vin! All of you close by? Damn it! This freaking tank is too sturdy! You guys! Hang in there! I'll be there soon!
Oh.
He's here.
The vital sign. That monster. Don't tell me.
Captain, kill us.
Everybody, don't shoot. Don't shoot! Those are my core members. The medical core members. I can fix them. I can heal them with my arcade. Please, don't shoot. I'm begging you.
Legion, it's too dangerous! And they're already...
Okay. No. Please. Ah!
HQ. Reporting results of the operation. We've confirmed evidence of large-scale Vulgus production at the Order of Truth's main base. Production scale is approximately 20 times larger than Albion's total forces. Also, missing medical corps members. All members confirmed to be KIA.
Eugen, comms are unstable, but we have received your report. Please quickly return to Albion. Looks like those forces are already on the move. Corral's fleet has arrived.
Feast your eyes upon the road that will lead us home. The time has come. We shall terminate the Descendant's humanity and end my conquest. Remember your final destination. Capture the remaining prime hands. All our hearts are within range. When the three paths converge into one, my conquest will be complete. Raise your weapons. Proud the enemy is here. My power will lead you to victory. Kill the Descendants. Kill them all. Kill them all. Take them out. Kill them all. Kill the Descendants.
All zones in Albion are now on high alert. Any descendants who are operation ready, please assemble at HQ.